Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is another edition of Real Life Relationship Dilemma. What are you facing in your relationship and marriage that you don't know how to go about? Share with us and you'll get expert advice. And today we have this question that came in. I got married to my wife traditionally, but after a while she went back to her parents. And we have a boy child of 3 years plus. She's pregnant now for another person, and the person has rejected her, and she said I should forgive her and take her back with the pregnancy. That I should father the child and let the child bear my names as the first child. I'm asking if this is possible. So, hello to you, sir. Marrying a woman traditionally means she is your wife. In Cameroon, the law now recognizes traditional marriages. Let's look at it from this perspective. Traditional marriage automatically is recognized in Cameroon, so she is your wife to start with. Now, if you had issues and she left behind the child, did the parents try to resolve this issue so she could come back to her home? If they never did they make efforts to take the child so that the child can grow with them, because they can be in a better position to take care of the child? If they didn't, or you maybe choose to stay with your child, maybe you choose to take custody of your child, okay, then that's fine. But if they did not show up to say, okay, let's take this child from you so we can take care of the child, then it means there is a lot that is happening in your in-laws house. How will your daughter that you've taken you've collected bride price over her head, and she is now officially the wife of someone else, come back to your home, you welcome her and keep her to the extent where she's dating another man and even get pregnant for that man? I mean, this speaks a lot not just about the woman, but about the family where she's coming from. If this family really cared, they would have struggled to see how they can reconcile their daughter to you, so that this marriage can thrive again. But allowing their daughter to stay under their roof and getting into another relationship until getting pregnant, it speaks a lot. Now, your wife has cheated on you. She's pregnant for another man. She wants you to father the child so that the child can bear your names. When you bring her back home, I want to ask, there are days you will need sex, of course. Will you have sex with her while she's pregnant for another man? When the child is born, how will you look at that child? Deep down, how will you house this child? How will you take care of this child knowing that this child is not your child? And what if tomorrow the father of this child comes to claim this child and say, I'm the biological father of this child? Will you have the power to stand and say, no? There is a lot that is involved here. You may want to rethink if this is worth going in for the marriage again, because the father she left and got pregnant, there is possibility that tomorrow she may still live and she may still date other men. So be careful that you are not laying a foundation on how the future should look like, because giving some kind of room for some kind of actions is like accepting that this is how you can be taken, you can be treated. I mean, she took you for granted. Even if you love your wife, let her stay back in her parents' house, put to bed that child, take care of the child to a certain extent. If possible, if the father of the child does not want the child and you still want your marriage, then she can leave the child with her parents and come back to your marriage. You start from there. If you can forgive her cheating and forgive the fact that she got pregnant for another man. But bringing this child under your roof may bring untold problems. First, having a blended family is not an easy one. Worst of all, the one that you first of all got married before the child is coming in. There is a lot that is involved here. You may want to take, have some time off to think. Think again and see if it's something that you will not face more challenges by trying to do good now. There's some things that when you do them, it's not just because you're wicked, but it's because you are foreseeing that tomorrow there will even be more challenges to how you both live in that marriage. Again, if the child that she is carrying, she puts to bed a child tomorrow, and the least thing you want to do to discipline the child, it will be like, is because this is not your child. There is a lot of conflicts that will come in from this. So my final take on this is, let her stay with her parents, put to bed the child. If you still want your marriage, let the child grow to a certain age. She keeps the child with her parents. If the father does not come back for the child, she keeps the child to her parents, and then you can take her back home as your wife, and you two continue from there. But you will have to go through a lot of counseling so it doesn't affect you mentally and psychologically, because the way you begin to look at her from henceforth will not be the same way you looked at her before. Thank you. I hope this helped you. And to those that are watching, share with us what advice you will give to this man. Thank you so much. This is Real Life Relationship Dilemma, only on Scum Media House.